Same Game Parlay is now available with Sportsbet Montana. The wait is over. You can now stack your favorite picks from the same game into one parlay bet. Choose from money lines, player props, point spreads, totals, and more. If all your picks hit, you score big. How to bet. First, navigate to football, basketball, or hockey. Number 2, select more wagers and turn the same game parlay toggle on. Number 3, build your same game parlay with up to 15 pregame markets. Number 4, view them in same game parlay section of your bet slip. And finally, enter your wager amount and place your bet. Same game parlay is something that the players at the players of Sportsbet Montana have been asking for a long time, and they finally given it to you. So make sure you guys go check out Sportsbet Montana, the official sports betting partner of Akem's Analysis and the Samuel Akem YouTube channel. They will take care of all your sports betting needs. Your game, your bets, your state. Powered by the Montana Lottery. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are back. Keenan Kern is back. We are recapping Montana versus Portland State. And it's Cat Week. So you know we got to look ahead to Cat-Griz.
FTC.
Before we get to that, before we get to talking about Montana State, in a colossal matchup, Montana got the victory 63-17 versus Portland State. They had 5 interceptions in the game. They lead the conference, and I think they now lead the country in interceptions by what I would say is a decent margin. They definitely lead the conference in a decent margin. We'll see what I'll look at the national number. But let us know, what did you think about this victory against Portland State, Keenan?
Well, man, I think I called it. I said that Montana, and I don't know if I want to say I called it because you can always lose a game in the Big Sky.
Yep.
But what I did think was this was a very struggling Portland State team. You know, when I'll say this, hats off, Robbie. Hats off, Robbie. When you start the game like that, that was impressive, right? You kind of.
I don't think that was intentional, bro.
Well, it felt like it.
Like, I think they intentionally squibbed it to keep it away from Wortham, but I don't think they squibbed it with the intention of recovering it.
Yeah, well, they did. And so that was, like, great. There was a highlight moment for them. But then once, and I was texting you about it, I think once Montana settled in, really, it wasn't even going to be close, right? Like, it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, we got this game. Obviously, I thought Kiali played a pretty clean game. While the stats don't say that, he also was working with a short field. Majority of the time he got the ball, he was working with a short field. 66% completion rate, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, he was still delivering the ball and making some good throws. It just was like working with a short field. Eli Gilman, I think, broke the game open with that big run that he had for a touchdown. 60 yards. Nice for him to have a nice day. 8 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. But again, this was a very struggling Portland State team. What I thought was the most, the nicest thing about it was some of these younger guys getting an opportunity to get in. So Finoti, well, this was pretty, like, we looked up and it's 13 minutes left in the third quarter and Jake Jensen's in the game.
Yeah. Right.
So to me, I was like, oh, okay, great. This is our opportunity to improve. Great to see some of the younger guys on defense play as well. How about TJ Roush? Shout out TJ Roush. Man, I would say TJ gets the game ball for the day.
Shout out.
TJ gets my game ball for the day. Even though we are leading the conference in the FCS and interceptions, you and I know, and most Grizz fans that are in the know, we have struggled in that area, right? Pass defense has struggled. So to see us kind of, and again, I don't put too much stock into it because it's Portland State, but to see us kind of like have some juice, bring some juice, make some plays, it was really encouraging, especially going into this week, right? Like, we are going to have to defend the run, which means that those guys on the back end are going to have to be confident. If they are not playing with confidence this week, it could get bad, right? So to see them have this game where they have 5 interceptions, they feel like, yeah, we got our swagger back, right? Yeah, we got our swagger back. We got our juice. We're going to bring it this week. It's rivalry week. There is nobody on the face of the planet that I don't like as much as I don't like a Bobcat. Ain't nobody that I like that don't like as much as I don't like
as much as you dislike the Bobcats.
Hey, listen, I got something to play on the mic just so you guys can hear it, okay? This is how I feel about the Bobcats, okay? This is how I feel. And if you know, you know, okay? Whack. Whack. He doesn't even like to smile. Whack. That's how I feel about a Bobcat. Except their helmet decals this last week. Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, that was nice.
Everything else, whack.
I will say this, bro. I don't know how this will benefit or hurt the Grizzlies. But there are a lot of guys on this roster who have never played in Cat-Griz. Peyton Wing never played in Cat-Griz. Michael Harper never played in Cat-Griz. I think Prince Ford was here last year, so he would have been there for Cat-Griz. But Diesel Wilkinson never played in Cat-Griz. TJ Roush has. Chill out. But there's quite a few people on this team that I think may not necessarily understand. Another thing I thought about yesterday also is I don't think Elijah Tolbert played yesterday. And I think I remember him kind of looking a little gimpy with an ankle last week against Eastern Washington. So I think that's something to pay attention to as well.
Mm-hmm.
But also, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just saying, yeah. I mean, that's going to be an emphasis. They got to get up for this one.
You do.
They got Justin Lamson's never played in the Cat-Griz.
He hasn't. That's a good point. Justin Lamson has not. I don't know how many of their pieces have. I think a good portion of their pieces have. But one thing I wanted to ask about this Montana team. So Michael Wortham obviously jumped out the gate, having a phenomenal season. You know, he's been playing really, really well. I feel like during the last couple of weeks, he's been kind of down. Do you think? I feel like he's been kind of quiet. Do you think they're saving all the good Wortham plays for Cat-Griz, or like what do you think is going on with Michael Wortham and his lack of necessary? I mean, he's still being productive, doing things in the return game, and having good catches, but just like, where really has he been the last few weeks?
I mean, I think anytime a player is like impacting the game as big as he is, games or teams have to scheme for him. They got to be like, hey, we saw when we got in the Wildcat, like it was just tough for him to get anything. So naturally teams have to defend that, but I think other guys have stepped up, right? I mean, you know, you have receivers making plays, tight ends making plays. Eli has been pretty consistent. So it could be two things. It could be a team scheming for him to make sure, hey, when he's at quarterback, we got to stop him. We got to bracket him. When he's at receiver, we got to kick it away from him, as we've seen, right? The other thing could be us being more conservative with our play calling and saying, hey, we're going to just keep some stuff in the vault. We're not going against anybody that really presents like, well, Eastern presented a challenge, but we're not going against anybody that presents like a unique challenge where we need to bring out stuff that's going to be, you know, stuff that we wanted to keep in the vault. So I don't know. I think this week is like, he could be a difference maker. I mean, here's my thing. Junior Bergen in these games, I feel like he made his name. Like, I feel like when we would play against the Cats, Junior Bergen, it would be like, I can't remember what year it was. It wasn't the last time we played at home. Might have been, actually, or 4 times ago.
Tell me what you're talking about. I'll tell you when it was.
Where he caught, like, I don't want to call it a pop pass, but he caught the seam and just took off. I
was on that team. Yeah. I was the decoy. Mm-hmm. That was 2021. He was a freshman, true freshman. Phenomenal.
True freshman. Caught that, got up out of there, and that just was.
That was the first drive of the game. He broke open the game, and we had a phenomenal defense that year.
It felt like, no, they're not going to win this one. It felt like right after that, it was like, oh, this is over.
Remember, they got the block PAT or the block field goal too. They tried to fake it, and they blocked it. Justin Ford took it to the crib.
Justin Ford. Yeah, King Ford. Justin Ford took it back. So it felt like they weren't in that one, and so I need a big play like that from Michael Wortham. Yo, come on, we're not slandering nobody, dog. We just it's a big week. It's a big week. It's a big week.
It's a huge we. And so I really like how Montana got the victory. I really think Montana. I mean, let's be real. This is the worst team in the conference by I think a decent margin. They beat Cal Poly. I know they're bad. They're bad right now. Their quarterbacks. One of the biggest issues I have with this Portland State team, which is what I peeped early on in the season. I think it was their first game against Tarleton State. They turn over the ball at an alarming rate. Man, they turn over the ball entirely too much. And that is one of the biggest reasons why they are 1-10 right now. So how much, I mean, obviously you get a ton of confidence from a game like this. Everybody was able to eat, tight end got a touchdown, receiver got touchdowns. You get rest. Yeah, maybe. But like Eli Gilman still had 15 carries.
10 carries.
10 carries. Still had 10 carries. But like they haven't had the bye week, man. So I just want to know, like, I just don't know how much you can really gain from this game, like in terms of from a confidence standpoint. Like I know you can gain a decent level of confidence, but just like how much confidence are you really gaining from a game like this? What does it really do for your whole squad? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, you get guys experience playing, right? Which I guess we've said has happened all season.
Yeah.
You get your starters rest, right? I mean, I don't know that Brooks Davis played a whole lot in the second half.
I don't think any starter really played a lot in the second half.
Yeah, so you get rest. And the biggest thing, man, is like you don't have to put too much on film.
Yep.
So, and then as opposed to the Cats, I don't say it was a tough game, right? But I don't think it was I don't think it was a cakewalk for them.
I don't think they would tell you that either.
Like they were on the field.
Yeah.
They were playing. So we at least have we have what their game was at 7, ours was at 2. We'll say we got
7 for you, yeah.
Yeah, 8:30 for them, which is a late kickoff. I thought that was a super late kickoff.
I remember it was halftime. My wife was like, "Oh my gosh, it's not even halftime yet!" Like it was like 15 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, so we're up 6 hours of rest on them. Right, we're up 6 hours of rest.
Dang, you're looking for any edge. You're looking for any edge.
I'm looking for any edge, dog, because we're up 6 hours of rest. Granted, they didn't have to travel. We were home before their game was over. Right? It's Portland. This is only about an hour and a half.
45. Yeah, hour and a half. Yeah.
So I'm looking for any edge. I think that we got it. I think we got some confidence. Really good confidence on the back end with some of the interceptions that we had. I think that'll bode us well this week. Now, and again, I could be jaded. I don't know that Montana State, outside of Taco, not a lot of pass catchers that scare me on their roster. Just being honest. And there's one.
Jabez Woods, your boy?
Jabez, but he's young. Like, I don't think
He made a phenomenal play yesterday on the catch, spin move, get to the outside. It was phenomenal.
Yeah. I just don't think he's going to take the game over. I mean, he's playing in hostile territory.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe he gets up for it. But I also think that I don't think he takes the game over. Now, here's what I will say. Their running backs looked really good yesterday.
Julius looked good. Yep. Adam looked good. My question about Julius and Adam Jones is, if you switch Julius Davis, Adam Jones, and Eli Gilman, switch them, like Julius Davis, Adam Jones are on Montana, Eli Gilman is on Montana State, do the numbers look the same? Does Julius Davis and Adam Jones get Eli Gilman numbers behind Montana's offensive line? And does Adam Jones get Julius Davis and Adam Jones numbers behind Montana State's offensive line?
Eli Gilman would have 2,000 rushing yards right now. And
what about on the other end of things? What about on the other end of things? What do they do behind Montana's offensive line? Do they do what Eli has done?
Julius is pretty good. Julius is pretty good. He can hit the edge, and like he's pretty good. He's pretty dynamic. Not that I don't think Adam Jones is. I think Adam Jones is, but I think he benefits from like.
I think they both do. And I've been the most objective Grizz alum ever in the history of Grizz. Like in terms of maybe not. There's been a lot of objective Grizz alum, but like I just genuinely don't think that Julius Davis and Adam Jones, and this is no knock to either of those guys. I think highly of both of them. I don't think they do what Eli Gilman has done behind the Montana offensive line. Every Big Sky team has a heart, And so do we. L&M Fine Jewelry is Montana-owned, family-run, and proud to support the same communities that pack the stadium every Saturday. When you're ready to celebrate life's big moments, trust a jeweler with hometown roots and high-end style. Located on American Way in Missoula and Main Street in Kalispell. L&M Fine Jewelry is the official jeweler of Akem's Analysis and the Samuel Akem YouTube channel. Let them take care of you when you're looking for that special ring for that special person. L&M Fine Jewelry, your diamond destination.
No way.
I just don't.
I also don't think that, and I've never really liked them. I will never, I will never be friends with someone that dons a jersey for the Montana State Bobcats and sits in their defensive back room. I'll never be friends with any of them, right? I'll never like them because I think that they are fake tough guys. And they got a fake tough guy over there.
Everybody got right? fake tough guys.
They got a fake tough guy that wears number 8 and wants to be Kobe Bryant. And I'm like, dude, he just like, he's one of those.
Who's number
He's
8?
going against Sam, what's the guy's name? Sam Mbatu?
Samuel Batu, yep.
He's going against him all game. And like, it just seems like every single play the DB makes, they're just yapping in your ear. They're like a chihuahua, just yapping in your ear.
That's their whole team. Carson Williams.
Yeah, he's just yapping.
He's a redshirt freshman.
And I used to like, shout out like, hey Brooks, show him what's up, please block him into their bench, please. I beg you. Bohannon. Sorry, my bad. You watch too much politics. Bohannon. It's easy to mess that up. Bohannon, my bad. I'm actually a fan. Number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4. Shout out to you, brother. But please block their DBs into oblivion because they are fake tough guys. The only tough guy they have is Dollar. He's good.
Nice.
He's a good player.
Let me ask you this in terms of Eli Gilman. I think there's been a lot of talk about the amount of reps that a lot of these guys have had just because they played 12 straight games. They haven't had a bye week. A lot of people are watching the games and seeing, at times Eli Gilman gets up slow. I would rebuttal that and say that, Eli Gilman has always gotten up slow. But where do you feel like the health of maybe an Eli Gilman is at, or maybe a Stevie Rocker, or maybe some of our defensive players? Like, how do you feel like health-wise a team like Montana would be feeling going into the final game of the regular season?
Man, I get the sentiment. Oh man, we're gonna be banged up, and yada yada yada. You show up. Yeah. This game is heart over health, right? This game right here. Any aches, bruises, any of that stuff. I don't want to say this. I'm not putting this on record, but this is the one week where anywhere that you got to be from maybe 8 or 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. is optional. Like, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no class check.
Yeah, like it's kind of one of you're not going to get class check this week, right? So if you got to be in the training room, you got to be in the training room. If you got to, get some body work done, you got to get some body work done. This is one of those weeks where it is
cryo method gonna get cryo. What is it? Cryo, wherever the place they be doing the NIL deals at. Cryo is, saying, so I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we need to talk about this. So Keenan called me yesterday during the Eastern Washington game, and there was this NIL commercial with one of their players, and I'm on the side of like, I like any NIL is I mean, if these guys are getting paid, I don't really care what it is, and I think Keenan would have done this had he been in the position at the time as well. But it's basically an NIL deal with a sepsis. It's like a disposal and sepsis company or something like that, where they do like
it's the American Services.
Yes, and the way the commercial kicks off is there's a guy coming out. There's one of the players in pads, pants, helmet, everything coming out of a porta potty, and then obviously it's a commercial. Well, I saw a Grizz on the field at the 50-yard line in full gear. Now, I will say it made me laugh because later on in the day during the Montana game, they ran a clay oven commercial, and it was like he was at some restaurant in Missoula, just do it, and I was like, dang, it's crazy what the NIL looks like at certain locations.
Bro, we're not. First off, First off, Hulk is not putting a porta potty on the Grizz. He's not putting a porta potty.
There's a porta potty on the field. You know that.
But he ain't doing a porta potty on the middle of the Grizzly Bear.
Hulk has nothing to do with NIL, man. Come on.
I don't care, bro. Greg Sundberg's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's going to put a porta potty in the middle of the football field and say, yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yo, if you tell me and it's going to be empty, you're not going to have any of the stuff in it. Hey, we're going to pay you $2,500. We need you to walk out of this porta potty and talk about our brand. When and where do you need me at?
He didn't talk. The guy didn't talk. The guy just came out and, no, bro. I'm not doing it. No, bro.
You would do it.
I'm not doing it.
You 100% would do it.
We got lithium motors. I'd rather sit and do an all you can eat at Paul's Pancake Parlor than do, that. No, Keenan. There's too many other businesses in Missoula.
Keenan.
That you can partner. I'd rather do 3 deals for $500 than do that $1,500 deal.
Keenan.
I'm not coming out of porta potty. Because what does that mean? It means rip me out the plastic I'm acting brand. That's like what it gives. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not doing that, bro.
Keenan.
Yeah.
Hear me. You would have done that. In 2018, if they would have came to you with $2,000 to walk out of a porta potty for a 30-second spot, Keenan, you are doing that. Bro, think about college Keenan. You're thinking about Keenan now, who's okay, is doing fine. Think about college Keenan.
Bring me out the honey bucket because I'm the No, I'm not doing that, bro. No, bring me out the honey bucket because I'm the No, I'm not doing that. I would have not done that. I'd have been like, can we do this in the parking lot? Can we do it like somewhere else, not on the field?
No, the fans want to see it on the field. The fans want to see it in the stadium. That's why they're doing it in there.
I just think there could have been such a better marketing campaign for that.
We're talking about it right now.
Because it was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous.
I would have done that.
I would have been like, had a player have the quarterback and be like, look over to the sideline, coach, call a timeout. I got to use the bathroom. And then he goes off the field and uses the bathroom and comes back.
Hey.
Like, coach, hey, we're there when you need it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But coming off I didn't know what the commercial was for. I was like, what is going on?
Is this a diaper commercial? Is this like a...
Yeah, like, what's going on here? So, I don't think that Montana...
You can't be wrong when you're right. That idea that you just put out there is pretty good. Hey, coach, we need to... But, like, also, too, let's be realistic. What coach is allowing their player to call a timeout to go use the bathroom? Dude?
They're not. So, it's ridiculous as well. But what coach is going to have a porta potty in the middle of the field?
Obviously, it's for, like... It's not for, like, an in-game scenario. It's just for, like, this player has a lot of play on the football team, and we have a good brand that we want to advertise to the masses. So we resonate most with this player and this football field. So let's put our brand with this player and this football field, and boom, you have magic.
Never going to love it, man. Never going to love it.
I will 100% with confidence say that Keenan Curran would have done that NIL commercial.
You're tripping.
2018 Keenan Curran, 2017 Keenan Curran would have done that NIL commercial without a doubt.
You're bugging. I worked at Rome. I helped build Rome. No, I'm not doing that.
Exactly. You're working at Rome, and they're saying they're going to give you your whole 2 months worth of check in 1 minute commercial.
I made good money, man. I made about $500 a week. That was good.
Yeah, in 500. Okay. Yes, exactly. They say you're going to make your whole month. What if they said you were going to make your whole month worth of Rome 40-hour a week or whatever, however many hours you were working? You're going to make that in 1 commercial.
I would have said, can I be part of the creative directing team? Because this is not a good idea. What we're doing right now is not a good idea.
Keenan,
this
you
right
wouldn't
here.
have said that back then. You would have been like, yes, sir, may I have some more, sir? May I have some more, please?
I would have been like, hey, hey, yeah, I rebuke that. I was a full scholarship athlete. I rebuke that. Right? That $1,091, man. I would have been like, hey, I'm gonna line up at receiver. I'm gonna be looking in, and then I'm gonna look at coach and say, coach, time out. I'm gonna run up the tunnel, use the bathroom really quick, then run back down and say, all right, coach, we're good. That's
Yeah,
it.
but they wouldn't have a porta potty in the locker room. That's why you need to have the porta potty on the field, because you don't have time to run up to the freaking locker room. We're about to punt off. We need you on the field. We're about to receive the punt. We're about to receive the kickoff. We need you out there right now.
Nobody knows that. You know that because you're a ball player. Nobody knows that.
Let's get back to the game, man. Let's get back to this Montana State game. So Montana State is coming to Missoula. Obviously, they beat Portland State 63-17. I don't think there's much more we have to say about that game. They beat them down. It was a good win. Go Grizzlies, all that stuff. They're playing Montana State this week. That's where all the focus is going to be at. Obviously, you've already been talking about it. What is some of your keys to victory for the Grizzlies in this game this week?
Stop the run. Stop the run and force them to pass the ball, right? Force Justin Lamson to have to drop back, pass the ball.
Do you think that's not playing into Montana's kind of like – do you not think that's kind of playing a winning hand for Montana State because Montana is the worst pass coverage team in the conference?
No, I don't think that outside of Taco Dollar, I don't know that Montana State has receivers like some of the teams we struggled against. Like when I think receivers, I don't think Montana State. I don't think again, Taco Dollar.
Yeah.
Yes. Jabez Wood, young. But they're not Shulikov.
Ryan King.
They're not Shulikov. Again, they're not Shulikov and the other kid from Idaho State.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sion Nunley.
Yeah, Nunley. I don't think that they are.
Duarte
I think
even.
Eastern gets the benefit because Eastern has historically been a passing team, so it'd be easy for them to recruit receivers. So it's hey, we kind of throw the ball around. So naturally they're going to have some talented guys on their roster.
But the guys they dominated Montana with were no-name guys. Like guys that aren't really known within the
no-name guys because
right
they run the ball. They run the ball this year. They were a running team this year with Nate Bell, right? Yeah. But you're not to say, okay, so here's an example. When Houck first got to Missoula, right? What did we have a lot of depth at that you then saw over the next 3 years with guys?
Wideouts, baby.
We had wideouts, right?
Yeah.
But we went to a running style. But then you would see, oh my God, they got some really good wide receivers because we had a full pantry.
We had too many. Remember, we moved just in the corner.
Yeah, we had
Nash with the corner.
So it's if Eastern historically has been a passing team, they probably have some guys that are sophomores, juniors that haven't gotten to really explode because it was we came here thinking it was going to be a passing scheme. Now we run it. So we're just waiting on our opportunity. They got a quarterback that can really sling it. And what they do this last week or just yesterday, they threw the ball.
Be done on.
Yeah. No, they played
Cal
Poly, I think.
No, Northern Colorado.
Yeah. And they threw the ball. So it's I don't think that that's an indication or an indictment on Eastern. They don't have good receivers because they run the ball. I think it's actually they probably do have a lot of good receivers. We just don't know about them because they're not passing the ball.
That's fair.
So I think that, and I think that they're confident. I think the safeties are confident coming after this last week. But I think we got to force them to run the ball. It's got to be.
You mean
one of those
force them to throw the ball? You mean?
Force them to throw the ball. Yeah, that's what I mean. Force them to throw the ball. And to me, I was actually surprised with how dynamic. Not surprised because I knew that UC Davis had a dynamic offense, but I felt like they were moving the ball for the most part, and then just had these self-sabotaging plays that was just come on.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a good matchup. I think it'll be tough, but I think it'll be a good matchup.
Yeah. I think a couple of things. I agree with you. I think first things first, whenever you're playing Montana State, you're not going to beat them if you allow them to rush for 200, 250 yards. So stopping the run should be at the top of anybody's list when they're going against this Montana State football team. The biggest thing about Montana State is you have to get them behind the chains. So stopping the run is a big piece of it, but you have to be good on first down. They're going to run it on first down or at least try to run it on first down. And they want to get 4 to 5 yards on first down. That leaves their entire playbook open if they get 4 to 5 yards on first down, because then you got 5-6 yards left. You're at second and medium. So you can do anything you want. You can throw it, you can run it, you have everything. So you got to be good on first down. You got to stop the run. But I think even more than that, I think Montana needs to get out to a lead. And I said the same thing about UC Davis, and they looked like they were going to be able to do it, but they stopped being successful. They missed a field goal. They threw interceptions, all this stuff. I think Montana needs to get out to a lead, similar to how they did in 2021, similar to how they did in 2023. Like, you got to get out to a lead. You got to get out to an early lead. You need a 10, 14-point lead on this Bobcat squad so that if you do have some lulls, and if you do have some lulls offensively where you're not moving the ball at times, you can give up three from Montana State. You can give up maybe a touchdown from Montana State, but you still have that lead. I think you got to jump out ahead of this team right now. And I think one thing that would really benefit this Montana team is your script. The top 10, the top 15, that top 20. That top 15, top 20 has to be really, really clean. And I think those need to be some of the best plays that you have within this entire game plan, because I think you need to hit them in the mouth, and I think you need to come out fast.
Yeah.
Those are my
I agree. Thoughts. Yeah, and I think that what play was it? We did a play where we tried to get too fancy and cute.
Yep, they did they tried to do like not necessarily a hook and ladder, but a screen and ladder.
Yeah, and I think there's a time for that, but I think that we gotta get good early and be up. And then if there's a time where maybe we're up 2 scores and it's a third and short or something like that, and we can pull out something like that to kind of as a backbreaker, great. But that can't be what we lead with. We got to just do what we've done well. We pass the ball well. We've been running the ball well. I think we have to actually lead with passing the ball, just in my opinion, because I think that's going to spread them out to then we can run the ball. I think they are going to say, we got to stop Eli Gilman. If you let Eli Gilman start going, it's going to be...
Montana's undefeated when Eli Gilman rushed for over 100 yards.
Yeah, but I just think we can't... If he gets shut down early and then all we have is the ability to pass, then we're in trouble. I think we have to show them, we could pass the ball on you guys, to where they soften up, and then we could start running. We could start running, right? We could do some draws. We could do some, some off tackle, like zone runs. But I don't think that. I think if we try to lead with the run based on their passing or their rushing defense, like, it's just not going to be ideal. I did see, and I don't say this like with any happy feelings, but I did see Paul Brock got hurt yesterday.
Yeah, he went down with an ankle, but I mean, he got hurt because he's not 100%. And I guarantee you, number 41, the legacy player from Montana State, is going to play next week. And Cat-Griz for the chance to win a Big Sky championship.
Let's run at him.
Amen.
I want to run at him.
Amen. We'll see.
I don't want to do nothing dirty, but let's run at him.
So yesterday we talked about this off air, but yesterday I saw I saw the Skyline page post that Justin Lamson, basically assuming that Justin Lamson is going to be the Big Sky offensive MVP. To that, what would you say?
I would say that's bogus.
And why would you think it's bogus?
Because he's not. Their offense doesn't go through him. You know what I'm saying?
Who else does it go through?
It goes through the running backs. They need the running backs to have a good day. Or it goes through their run game, right? Where ours doesn't necessarily go through our run game. If that's the point, if we're just saying, he runs the ball well. Okay, but if he's only throwing for not that much,
140.
How does that make him a super effective? Like, how is he the Big Sky offensive MVP if he's just a glorified running back?
If Justin Lamson wasn't their quarterback, would they be 8-9-2 right now?
Who would it be? If Caden Pennick was their quarterback, yeah, it'd be the same thing. They might be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm high on that kid. Yeah. I think that he is more dynamic than Justin Lamson, and I'm not saying that as a knock, but like, he's more dynamic than.
But one thing I think you need to take into account when you think about why Justin Lamson is effective. Yeah, maybe he's not going to wow you statistically. Maybe he's not. I mean, he was a little inefficient passing the ball yesterday, but he is very effective in the run game. And also another big thing, a big thing that I think we saw it last night. Justin Lamson takes care of the damn football. Caden Pennick, a player who I think is good enough to beat that Montana State squad, hurt his team last night with 2 interceptions, 1 for a pick 6.
Takes care of the football, but like, is he being asked to do stuff where it's in harm's way?
You're saying,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
is he being asked to put the ball in harm's way? He's being asked to throw the ball.
Okay, so here's the thing: if he were throwing the ball at the clip that, and just as a 2-game sample size, that Jake Skockle was, and still protecting it, then great. I'd hear that argument of like, oh, well, he's really doing a great job protecting the ball. He's being asked to throw the ball 20 times. That's half of what Jake Skockle threw the ball yesterday. Jake Skockle had 21 completions or 20-something completions.
What did he throw 40 times yesterday? Skackle?
40 times. So to me, it's like
100 times in 2 weeks. That's crazy.
So to me, I'm like, well, you're not being asked to really put it in harm's way or even gamble at all, right? Like, it's like play action stuff. Like,
he is hitting some tight window throws, though, man. He's hitting some.
But is he making better throws than Kiali? No.
The hard thing about analyzing these guys, which I hate, and I wish the Big Sky Conference would change, is I don't have any All 22 right now. I don't have any of the All 22 for any of these teams, so I can't really analyze the players the way I would really like to.
Yeah, I just don't think that I don't think he does anything like, wow, he's so good, right? Like he plays a good game, right? Yeah. He plays a very boring game, but he plays a good game, right? But here's what I'll say. I'll compare him to this, and I don't even think this guy should be in the MVP debate because I think their whole offense goes through this player. He plays like Daniel Jones.
He
plays like Daniel Jones. What?
They got Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, but he has 2 running backs that are really good.
Who's the other backup running back? Who's the backup running back to Jonathan Taylor?
Who knows?
That's not the point, huh?
That's not the point. The point is they don't ask Daniel Jones to do too much.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas, and I'm not even saying Kiali is as Josh Allen, but he does make more plays than Justin Lamson with extending the play, finding somebody. To me, best quarterback in the Big Sky. Not even close.
I guess we'll see. I think the tough part is I think it's ultimately going to come down to if Montana wins, somebody on Montana will be Big Sky offensive MVP. If Montana State wins, go ahead.
Let's see Kiali's stats.
He's probably near
over the last. Okay, so let's look at the last 3 games. Last 4 games
pulled up.
Last 4 games, 10 touchdowns to 1 interception. Last 5 games, 15 touchdowns, 1 interception.
5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last 5 games for Lamson, he's got 11 touchdowns, no interceptions.
So do you want 15-1 or 11-0? You give me what?
But also the rushing yards over the last 5 weeks, he's had 100, 150, 180, 300 rushing yards, 300 rushing yards.
And how many touchdowns?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 touchdowns. 300 rushing yards.
So they're even then because Kiali has over the last. This is 4 weeks or 5 weeks.
You said 5, so I was looking at 5.
So the last 5 weeks, Kiali has 4 rushing touchdowns.
It's really like I'm saying, whoever wins this week is gonna get it, man.
Man, I just feel like what's his quarterback rating for the season?
168.1. I think
so
I around 140.
163.1.
Oh, 163, okay.
So yeah, I mean, I get it, but I just think that I'll always think Kiali is a little better.
I know. The last interception that Justin Lamson threw was in week 3. The last interception he threw.
But that's what I'm saying. He's not having really. How many passing attempts has he had
since then?
This season,
he's had 248 passing attempts this year
versus 329. I mean, Kiali almost has 248 completions. What are we talking about? So I'm saying we got 100 more passing attempts. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know if he's. they're pretty like close though in terms of like full player stats. If you look at it, like these two
You
teams
look at
are
the total
like
yardage and stuff; they're probably pretty even.
it's pretty comparable.
Yeah, and I really think we've seen some blowouts in the last few years in the rivalry game, and like it hasn't really been close. The home team has really beat up on the visiting team, and obviously if that's the case this year again, you'd be very happy with that. But I really think we're going to see a 4-quarter game in the Brawl this year. I really think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. I really think it's going to come down to turnovers. I really think possessions are going to matter a lot in the fourth quarter. I really think the run game is really going to matter, like who's able to move the ball with their run game late in that fourth quarter. Like I think it's going to be a fourth quarter football game where it's won in the details. It's not going to be won just with big plays and big explosive runs, big explosive pass plays. I think where it's going to be won is really just in the details late in the game. Why are you looking like
Bro,
that?
Justin Lamson has, I think, 4. Let me see this real quick. He's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. He has 4 games over 200 yards passing. How many games does Kiali have over 200 yards passing?
You got
9. 9.
Out of 11, 9. That's good. That's good.
9, and so he has double and 1. So it's not even, to me, it's not who's the best athlete. If that was the case, give this award to Michael Wortham. It's who's the best quarterback.
Really, it's who's the best offensive player. Who's the most valuable offensive player.
Justin Lamson's just not quarterbacky enough for me. He's just not quarterbacky enough.
Too much running back for you?
He's a running back, right? and is he even the best quarterbacky or the running backy quarterback that Montana State's ever had? No, Tommy Mellott was. Is he better than Tommy Mellott? No.
Absolutely not. I'm sorry.
Absolutely not. So, no, it's crazy. But I'm excited for the game. I think that this is going to be a big-time rivalry. And it's how cool 2 versus 3. I say the winner gets bumped to 1. I don't know.
Except for the fact that NDSU has 6 ranked wins. Currently ranked wins. Yeah. That ain't going to work, brother.
Montana State has 1.
Montana State has 1, which probably... Well, actually... I'm looking at their shit right now.
They have an unranked loss, though.
They got UC Davis. They got UC Davis. And NAU is probably going to be ranked again, too. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But they got NAU and UC Davis. So
they got an unranked loss, though. That's...
How many losses does Montana have? Oh.
0!
We'll see, though. This week is going to be very exciting, man. It's going to be... I cannot wait. I think it's going to be a really good game.
Anybody that watches, Sam is still going to rank Montana State above Montana.
I will, 100%. I will have Montana State ranked above Montana, 100%.
That's 100%. So buns.
This is the week. Show me. Show me. Show me. I need to see it. But there's a lot of exciting games going. There's a lot of exciting games going on this week because Lehigh plays Lafayette, who's undefeated in the Patriot, so that could shake things up. There's gonna be some good things happening, man. Austin Peay plays Tarleton State. Tarleton State got to prove it again. They lost to ACU. Now they got to, there's some good things going on, man.
What'd you just say? Hold on. What'd you say before the Austin Peay one?
Lehigh and Lafayette. They're both undefeated in Patriot League play. Say what you want. That game matters for Lehigh. Lehigh is undefeated. They're undefeated in Patriot League. They lose that Lafayette game. They could be 11-1 and still not get the automatic qualifying bid out of the Patriot because that would go to Lafayette. It matters. It matters more than you think. I know you don't care. I know you're elitist and you don't care about some of these games, but there is a lot of exciting things happening outside of the Big Sky Conference.
Lehigh loses to Illinois State. Lehigh loses to Illinois State.
Yeah, probably.
That's why I'd be like,
what about that year that Lehigh doesn't lose what about that year that they don't lose though?
Everybody talks about they're not going to win the national championship. We already talked about that. The lineage is if it's going to come out of the Missouri Valley or the Big Sky. It's like James Madison making the playoffs. What's that going to do? They got to go play Texas or Ohio State or Oregon or.
If James Madison wins a game, don't do this and let James Madison win a game.
They won't.
You don't know that though.
James Madison is going to compete against.
And you just mentioned Texas. I'm a Longhorn all day. Texas will not be in the college football playoff, brother. Not after what we saw yesterday. They won't be there. They don't have it. They don't have it.
You're probably right, but I still think they would beat James Madison.
They lost to Florida. Florida sucks.
And Florida might still beat James Madison.
All right, brother.
So
it's been real. It's been real, brother.
Hey, this out the mud with Rashad McCants. All right.
Do you have any final thoughts as we go into Cat Week, bro?
Yeah, FTC. Man, I have a strong burning, and there's a couple other, like outside of their DBs, they have decent guys, but some of their fans, they could have a flat tire.
Send a message to the Bobcat fans. Say a message.
Some of you, and you know who you are. Not the good ones, right? There's good ones that I like. Some of you guys could have a flat tire in the middle of the winter in between Butte and Bozeman, right? In -5-degree weather. I wouldn't pull over to help. I swear to you, I wouldn't. I will let you figure it out, okay? I have nothing for you, right? Because y'all just say some nasty stuff. Y'all, and I'm sure there's good fans that say nasty.
Yep, you knew exactly where it was coming.
But you know what? Y'all talk a lot for a team that's down 30 in this rivalry.
What are y'all talking about?
30? That's what I said, Sam. They could win every year from now until the time that I am 60 years old. And they'll only tie it up. They'll only tie it up.
That's nasty.
So it's like they talk so much. But that's it, man. Hey, boys, lock in. Get off of IG. Get off of Twitter.
Please stay off. Hey, if I could give one message to Bobcat players and Montana players.
No, Bobcat players, read the tea leaves. Bobcat players,
No. Because if they listen to you, Keenan, I'm telling you right now, if they listen to you, that's gonna make them want to play even harder. They don't need to be listening to you.
They're gonna be playing for the wrong reason.
Cash shit right now, and that is gonna be exactly what's gonna be played in their board every day on this week. Every day, they don't need that.
What?
Bobcat players stay off social media. Montana players stay off social media. Everybody just lock
smaller
in.
than Luke Wood. Seth Bodner's not doing that. Seth Bodner's not going on and saying we're playing the.
No, but you are. You are.
Who am I?
Hey man, Michael Jordan used to use the littlest thing.
I'm just a guy that used to torch their DBs. That's it. That's all I am. That's all I am. I'm just a guy that used to terrorize their DBs. That's it, really. That's it. Okay? Never met a Bobcat that could guard me. So, I hope they have a good week.
Hey, man. Chill out with the bulletin board material. You know how that could go.
It's supposed to be really beautiful on Saturday, actually.
Yeah, like 45, 50.
Yeah, but sunny, right?
Sunny, I think. Well, I saw rain, honestly. I looked at it yesterday. I saw rain on Saturday.
Let me see. Missoula. Oh, yeah. It's supposed to rain. Dang. Yeah. All right, brother. Well, hey. We'll see you on Saturday, dog.
Yes, you will. You'll see me on Friday, actually.
I'll see you Friday.
Keenan will be in attendance at Cat-Griz, so make sure you guys hit him up on social media. Hit him in the DMs. Tell him you want to come take a pic with him. Tell him you want to come. Huh?
I don't know that I've been to one as a fan and we've lost.
Yo.
I got this wood box I just knocked.
Yes. You need to chill out. But, all right. It's going to be an awesome week. I cannot wait. Be on the lookout for Keenan in Missoula on Saturday. Appreciate you being on, brother.